And welcome back. I'm Mabel. Jong, you're watching the World Healthcare Congress on WHCC TV. We're coming to you live from Washington, D.C. Thanks for joining us. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the Validation Institute right now. The Validation Institute issues health value awards, which recognize companies that consistently deliver high care and at high value. So we want to talk with one of the winners of the Diamond Award, and that is that's Richard Sutton of R.E. Sutton. That's your company, right?
That's my company, correct.
So it seems like a fantastic honor that you received, getting the Diamond Award by the Validation Institute. What sort of opportunities did that give you?
Well, I would tell you, it's always going to be validated. You know, we've done a lot of hard work in Indiana to try to get cost of care down and to do the right things. And, you know, it's very refreshing to be able to do something like this, get awarded for it. So it's been great.
Okay.
It's been great.
Well, let's get back to what this award means and how you got around to it. And I want to ask that to you, Brian Klepper, who is Executive VP of the Validation Institute. How do you really determine who should be given this kind of award?
It's a highly rigorous and competitive process. We designed the process to be serious, and we ask for nominations. We require data. We require testimonials. We look real hard at the metrics that are used to claim performance, the calculation methodologies of performance, the data that's pulled, and it's not a small process. Another guy and I read all of the applications, which is worse than it sounds. But we get through them and we rank them, and then they go to a panel of 10 judges who each make their recommendations. It's
rigorous.
It's very rigorous.
Right.
And we have a group of data scientists that we rely on for accuracy and so on. So Richard winning was no small thing.
No, it doesn't sound like it at all. Richard, why go through all of that? Because you really had to track what you were doing, really have a paper trail, if you will.
It's a process.
So why did you think it was worth it?
Well, you know, it's I think reaffirming to those clients that I work with, those things that we've done to make sure that they are the right things. They see it in their return on investment studies and all the things that are there, but I think this is just another step in that. It really shows that we're doing the right stuff.
What sort of innovations have you been involved with this past year?
So primarily in Indiana, our strategy has been all around on-site, near-site medical clinics. We have about 80 of those in the state of Indiana, so we're creating kind of reciprocity between all those various clinics. And the return on investment has been fabulous. There's an increased benefit. I work with schools. So school teachers through clinics have an increase in a benefit. So it's been fabulous. And
do you recall, Brian, what impressed you about Richard's work at his company, and if that work can be scaled?
That's the point. And I think that you can't, I want to be emphatic about how important this is. Getting validated is independent third-party review that says the vendors, in this case him, performance claims will match up with the results that the purchaser is actually getting, which is a big deal because so much of healthcare people promise and they don't deliver. In Richard's case, Richard has 200 school districts. These are publicly funded organizations. They don't have any spare money, and if he can do it better, better results for lower cost. We have lower class sizes. We have fewer teachers laid off. It matters.
It matters. It does matter.
It really matters. And so I'm very proud to be associated with that.
Richard, what sort of areas would you like to focus on in the future, and what might we be hearing from R.E. Sutton in the days to come?
Brokers, consultants like me get inundated with, as Brian said, people who are coming to you with the next best thing to control cost. So we really rely on the Validation Institute to kind of weed that out and make sure we're doing the right things with the right companies. We don't want to just go out there and do a shotgun. We really want to be aiming at the right targets, doing the right thing. So, Chad Gray, his musculoskeletal program is fabulous. We're going to be implementing that program. all around the state of Indiana. We're doing direct contracting, we're doing a lot of data analytics, so we've got a lot going on. But I'd say the start of it was really for us on-site, near-site clinics, which are just close to my heart.
Okay. And Brian, do you see other partnerships really coming out of
Sure.
award winners coming together and learning about one another and doing something?
We're very focused on identifying the very best vendors within different high-value classes. So we're interested in musculoskeletal and cardiometabolic and drug management, and dialysis management, cancer management. And if you take those very best performers and you put them together, you get unsurpassed quality. We think it's very achievable to have way better health outcomes for about half the money. And we think that that's in the future.
Okay, and anything you want to add to that, Richard?
No, other than myself, others like me look to Brian. I mean, he's humble, he really is, but he has kind of led the way in this area, and thank God for him, because we're all benefiting from it.
All right, Richard Sutton, thank you. Brian Klepper, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're going to hear more from Brian a little bit later when he's on our air with R.D. Whitney, who is the CEO of the Validation Institute. But for now, stay tuned. I'm Mabel, Jong. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.